Okay, it's been a while, but it's about time for another tour of the garden. Haven't done one of these in videos in about 3 years now. I think the last one was about this time in 2022 or so. Here we are. Stepping into the garden, and there's Caesar. Still here, still faithfully guarding our house for the last 13 years. Never one bad guy got in during that time. And here to the right of the garden, as you step in, you can see this is kind of just a natural area with a bunch of ferns, some hosta, some tall shrubs for privacy fence. The ferns are already, as you can see, quite a bit past their time, and they're starting to dry out. They'd last a little longer, but it's been very dry here, so we haven't really tried to keep up with the watering. And here to the left of the entrance, you can see kind of a natural area again. You'll notice that's kind of a theme as usual. Some wild roses, some lilacs, I don't know what all we got in there. And we'll step out into the front now. I guess before we step out into the front, we can step into another natural wooded area. This is facing the street. And this is more ferns, some ground cover, some arbor vitae we planted just this last year to replace some things that weren't doing so well. And there you see the final resting place of the late Bobo, Caesar's predecessor. He was a Hungarian Puli. Very good dog. And here we keep everything, again, very natural. Kind of a natural brush pile there, which provides cover for small animals and whatever else wants to run around in here. Some really nice ferns here. This is a different variety that isn't so sensitive to the dryness. I think we gotta look for more of these or spread these around a little bit more. As compared to the ones that you saw on the other side of the drive. Now we're looking out onto the south side of the house. Front side, really. Do a quick check on Caesar here. Yeah, he's still on guard there. You can see him. And one of the reasons it's been so long since we've done a video is we did quite an overhaul of the house. We put on a wraparound blanket of insulation that's underneath that facade there. That really raised heck with the flowers around the house. Had to be totally replanted again. But you can see they've recovered and they're doing pretty well. Looks like our awning needs to be adjusted a little bit here. In addition to the insulation, we put on a bunch of solar panels and did installed a heat pump and some other energy conservation measures on the other side of the house. And you should be able to see a few bees flying around in there. They just love this these purple flowers. And they really love these white ones too. I'll look out into the garden from the back patio. Quick look. And one thing that I don't see in this video so far that is usually here is Turdy. He's usually up on the rock here. See if we can find him. It's impossible to see him. He wants to hide out. But usually he's up enjoying the sun. We'll check back later maybe and see if he's changed his mind. And here we are looking out onto our little lake. Another thing you might notice from the last video is there's considerably less lawn. We took a good portion of what used to be the lawn on this west side of the house here and planted that into this, had it planted into this garden that you see there now. So this small patch here is the only lawn we got left, really, what you've seen so far. Big bumblebees there. I hope you're catching them. Hope they show up in the video. And this one here just crawling with bees. They really like it. In some of the old videos, you'll see a little piece of video where these cactuses are actually blooming. You won't see it in this one, I guess. You see those buds on top? Another day or so and those will be big pink flowers, but bad luck for us today. Our tomatoes have seen better days. They're about done for the year already. And this area here used to be garden too, but when we installed the solar panels above, that makes it too dry to really have anything to grow here. So we just installed a stone area there and put it made kind of a nice place to put our cactuses in the summertime. You see here, these ones will probably be blooming. At least one of them looks like there'll be a pink flower coming out of it there. And here we got one with a bright yellow flower that's just opening up. And this one with a white flower. Guess I should have waited another couple days to make this video, but then I probably wouldn't get around to it and another year would go by. So this is what you get. So this former lawn area is, after a couple years, is looking pretty good. Attracting a lot of pollinators. This purple one's just crawling with bees too. Can you see them all there? I hope. I can't see a thing in this viewfinder with all the bright sunlight, so we'll see how this looks when we upload the video, whether you see anything or not. And these are just some wildflowers that popped up in the lawn, so we just left them here. Why not? Adds a little texture and a little interest, maybe. This Rudbeckia always looks good and always attracts the wildlife. You see, we still got some milkweed here. Really growing high, really growing up, sticking up above everything else. But that's about done for this year already. Already bloomed a couple months ago, a month and a half ago. But that really attracts the pollinators too. Now we're heading back into the more shady area. You can see we even put solar panels on top of our pergola by the lake there. Need to get some skirting around that. Haven't gotten around to that yet, but at least we're getting that free electricity. Okay, here we have a little bit more utility area. I won't get you too deep in here, but just wanted to show you that we combine that with what looks like a pile of brush, but there's actually a opening to that, and there's a little house underneath there for hedgehogs or whatever else wants to use it. Trying not to get poked in the eye by branches here as I walk with this camera. And to our right on the other side of the fence is, if you're wondering what the fence is for, that's our neighbors. Here we got another little shelter. Looks like a brush pile. Another composter. One more shelter down there by the composter. Then we're getting back behind the lake. Here we are where Turdy normally would be. Turdy the turtle, but he's still not up there. He's still hiding out. No, not sure where he's at. A lot of frogs in the pond too, but they're pretty hard to catch on video. At least for me they are. When the sun is shining and I'm trying to look in this viewfinder, I don't see too much. Coming back out. quite a few birds here hopping around on the ground too. I don't know if you can hear them or not. I don't see them, but I hear them hopping there. Fledglings that have hatched and can't fly yet, I guess, and they're hopping around on the ground with their moms not too far behind them. Okay, here we're going into kind of the old secret area. And a few changes here you can see. If you've looked at some of the previous videos, you can see we've installed an air conditioner for the second story. It gets a little hot up in the south and west bedrooms especially in August, and since essentially it's free to run it on solar now, with energy we can't sell back to the grid during peak times, we thought we would get that installed, take advantage of it. Also replaced our gas boiler with a heat pump. And here's Caesar's house, more grown over than it was the last time you saw it. He hasn't been in there once, I don't think, since the video we did 3 years ago. He prefers upstairs under the bed for sleeping. A little bit of wood pile. There's brush that we've made into mulch, run it through the chipper, or we will make it into mulch. Same here. Composters. Recycling, and our planting area. Kind of a mess, but it is what it is. Let's go up and check on Caesar. He's not as active as he was in some of the previous videos. Well, he might look sleepy, but that's just to fake out the bad guys. If any bad guy comes along, he's on him like a rocket. Okay, now that's about all there is. Let's just check up here one more time and see if Turdy's popped his head up to say hello. No, it doesn't look like it. Looks like you won't get to see him in this video, but he sends his regards. So does Caesar. And that's it. Thank you.